Nah, I mean, I don't train for knockouts. I don't train for knockouts. I train for punishment. Punish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you see a joker get knocked out. Lucky punch. I didn't see the punch. Don't remember nothing. When you whoop him. Joker said this. Yeah, I remember that fight, man. That was the hardest fight I had. Because he had a chance.
I mean, I can't speak on what I seen, but the fight will be different.
Right, because you could strategize and do different things.
Yeah, it'll be different.
What do you feel like Lamont Roach is really good in? Like, do you feel like his inside game is probably like underrated? What do you feel like his best attribute is?
He just did. He got off the canvas once. It ain't about the dub with me. It's about you got that will against will. I don't know. I know I can. I ain't pushed no buttons with Tank yet. I came from a...
What happens when a champion's knockout power isn't enough? What happens when the aura of invincibility cracks? The boxing world is still reeling from the controversial majority draw between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, but the real war of words is just beginning. The drama ignited when reporters gained access to Gervonta Davis's camp and spoke with a reinstated coach Calvin Ford. When questioned about the strategy for the rematch, Ford made it clear that he views the first fight as an anomaly.
We can't wait to see Kenny here. All is here. You know, everybody was putting that energy in the air.
Which I used to do behind doors, now it's in the light.
According to Coach Calvin, the Tank that fought against Lamont Roach wasn't the fierce.
Ford's argument is that his fighter was compromised, stating that Roach only managed a draw because he caught Tank on a bad day. He suggests that personal issues and a general fatigue with the sport had Davis distracted, even revealing that Tank had considered calling off the fight entirely at one point.
And Gervonta Tank Davis just been released to the public. We know now, December 14th, Houston, Texas, he's going to be facing a very tough opponent in Lamont Roach. Can you tell us a little bit about the history between them two?
Oh man, they've been knowing each other from the amateurs, silver gloves, everything. They grew up actually together, you know. Roach and him back and forth battles and whatnot. It's going to be a pretty interesting fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach he come to fight. And I think it's a great fight, everybody.
He went on to deliver a chilling promise for the rematch. Ford explained that he doesn't train his fighters for one-punch knockouts. Instead, he trains them to deliver relentless punishment, with the knockout being a natural consequence of that pressure. He directed a clear warning to Lamont Roach, promising a level of pain that he has never experienced in his career.
He watched him, he said, boom, and I see the light in Tank. You know, I just can't wait to see all of that come together, fight night.
Roach, you know I love you and your family. We've been doing this for years. That night, I look at all the fights. I know what he coming to do. And y'all know what he coming to do. But y'all don't know. We have history. Everybody should turn into this because I know.
While these claims are music to the ears of Tank Davis supporters, many in the boxing community are not buying this narrative. The idea that Roach didn't face the best version of the champion has been met with significant skepticism. One fan pointed out that Tank had everything to fight for, including a rumored mega fight with Jake Paul that was supposedly contingent on the Roach result.
I mean, Tank been saying this several times. He on the biggest stage of his life, and he want to show up. Are you ready for it? Are you really ready for it? Are you really ready for it? Okay. Oh, he got some live people that hey, that's the Roach I know. So when we picked this fight, it was a fight to know, like, oh.
Of course, the other man in this equation, Lamont Roach, has consistently refuted the claim that he faced a diminished champion. In past interviews, Roach has suggested that he sees Tank's fire for the sport fading and that he plans to exploit it. He has always maintained that he wants to face the best version of his opponents.
But right now, like he said, we got to rumble. We got to rumble, so all that shit don't matter to me right now. And I'm going to take full advantage of that because it's like you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. or he losing this fire. Like, he losing this fire. Like, I don't know if y'all seen the last press conference. When I got up on him, towards the end, you know, he was getting this, you know what I'm saying, he was getting this shot. I told him, I said, oh, there that fire go right there. That's what I want to fight the best. I want to fight the best version of him.
You want the best version of Tank?
Yeah, for sure.
More recently, Roach doubled down on his position, stating unequivocally that Gervonta Davis was on his A-game during their fight. He believes the fight was a classic precisely because both men were at their peak, and he resents any attempt to downplay his performance or discredit his skill by calling Tank overrated.
Personally. Nas, you got anything else from Lamont?
Yo, last question. I just want to know, how has your life changed since the fight, man? You know, obviously we follow each other on social media. I see your followers went up, all of the other stuff kind of going up. How has things changed for you since the fight has happened?
Bruh, literally overnight, it changed. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I got walk around with security. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I walk around with my peoples. Like, it's crazy. I can't do the same stuff that I used to do.
I definitely want the people to know that he was on his A game that night.
Like, I can't go to the grocery store. I can't go nowhere, bro. Like, I can't do nothing. And it's crazy. Like, it's just crazy because I know that that's what this come with if I get to the level that I'm supposed to be. But when it really happened to you, like, you sit back and look at it like, damn, like, this really happened.
Adding another layer of intrigue was the temporary shakeup in Tank's corner. For years, Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis were mainstays. Seeing Barry Hunter with Davis instead was a shock. However, Hunter clarified his role, explaining his long history with both Tank and Calvin Ford, noting he's been part of the team since Davis was a child.
How did the relationship with you and Gervonta take place, you know, being in his corner now? Will you be in his corner come Saturday night?
I will be in his corner. Here's the deal. We got a long history. Calvin called me years ago. Gervonta was a little boy, maybe 8, 9 years old. Brought him up to the gym, and we've all been together ever since. Times when you don't see us, myself, and maybe Patrice Harris with him, we still write his fight plans up and everything. So we've been together. Coach Barry will be there, Coach Boogie will be there, and Kenny will be there as well. If you look at his earlier fights when he first started out, the grind, like we like to call it, I've been there, even in the amateurs, so this is nothing new. Tank is like family to us, you know what I mean? Lamont is family too, but Tank, Lamont comes to the gym and spar all the time. Tank is one that we've been working.
At DC, they call me Mo. Calvin is Calvin, you know what I mean? I got Calvin tatted on me, Calvin.
The controversy from the first fight remains a massive talking point, centered on the 9th round. Davis took a knee, retreated to his corner, and had his face wiped with a towel, all without the referee ruling it a knockdown, a moment that could have decisively swung the fight to Roach on the scorecards. For this reason, Roach has been adamant that the same referee cannot be involved in the rematch.
Speaking, it wasn't really hard to focus. I've been an underdog before, obviously not a huge underdog, but when you go back to the Jamel fight, world title fight, I was an underdog. When you go back to the Hector fight, I was an underdog. Very disrespectful underdog, honestly. So now when we get here to the Tank fight, it's just like, all right, here we go again. I feel like when my back is against the wall or against the ropes, it's like, it's time to show up. So,
judge at the ringside, Eric Marlinsky scores about 115 to 113 in favor of Gervonta Davis. Judges Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman both scored about 114 to 114, even a draw. The decision is a majority draw.
For his part, Davis offered an unusual explanation for the incident after the fight, claiming that a hair product was the culprit. He explained to the booing crowd that grease from his recently styled hair had mixed with sweat and was burning his eyes, forcing him to take a moment to recover.
That's a generous call from him. Did he not take a knee? Take them out. He took them out. And that's right.
Oh, here comes Davis. Davis exploding. And then Roach took the shots and fired back some of his own. Short left hand from Roach. Counter right hand lands by the challenger. Davis misses with the left of Roach. Check right hand in round 10, where Roach has landed 8 of 26.
Adding a neutral voice to the discussion, newly crowned WBO lightweight champion Keyshawn Davis weighed in. He dismissed the popular idea that Tank was exposed. Instead, he argued that Lamont Roach was simply a much better fighter than anyone had given him credit for.
That fight that they had was a phenomenal fight. That joint was like one of the fights, I feel like could be one of the fights of the year. Yeah. High level, skill level, 2 boxers in there, but still trying to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? And I understand a fight like that because I fight how they was fighting. I just feel like I do a better job at it.
Okay. I don't think he got exposed, Keyshawn Davis said of Tank.
Whoever win that is number 3 for me. That's how I feel.
Sauce Walker was just here the other day.
Yeah.
I asked him what he thought about the fight. He's a huge boxer fan, you know that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Huge boxer fan. He knows how to box too. He knows how to throw his hands.
He showed me some videos.
Yeah, he said,
yeah.
I want to see
that. Hell yeah.
I said, what do you think happened? He said, he said Roach won convincingly.
Yep. Yeah.
He said he said, I don't care about the knee. He goes, but I'm gonna tell you what. If I were Roach, I ain't doing the rematch.
In the fight, Gervonta Tank Davis.
As we head towards a monumental rematch, the battle lines are drawn. Is Calvin Ford correct in his assessment that a refocused, motivated Tank will deliver the punishment he promises? Or did Lamont Roach prove he has the skills, the chin, and the heart to not only compete with Davis, but to beat him? Roach himself knows he has room to improve and is ready to push himself even harder for the second fight.
But he gonna knock your ass the hell out. You gonna get caught. He caught Lamont, but Lamont didn't go nowhere. So I favor the boxer. In most of my fights, girls have been stronger than me, and I'm the better boxer, and I've always favored myself. So I guess I favor Lamont Roach in a rematch.
All right, Clarissa, any parting words? Anything you want to say?
How many rematches have you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, it's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder if that didn't get me the win. And I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not going to lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor.
Nice right uppercut, left hook. Oh, another right hand, another right left by Roach. Davis fighting on even terms here in the 11th. Both of them have landed same amount of punches.
Roach still talking to Tank.
And Davis eats the body shot. And another left hook upstairs, right hand. Left, oh, but there's a counter left from Davis.
The decision is a majority draw.
I let the reactions speak for themselves, Abner.
One thing is for certain. This next chapter will be about legacy, respect, and finally, the truth. What do you think? Was Tank compromised, or is Roach just that good? Drop your predictions in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth boxing analysis.